Welcome to a Yoga Minute with Troy.
Talk to me a little bit more about what that means. What is a spiritual experience?
A spiritual experience is when I lose all basis for understanding what's occurring in this unknown moment through my idea, the ideas, the non-unique reality of everyday life, where it's like, we're walking by each other, nobody sees each other. We're on the bus, everybody's looking down. Spiritual experience is the first person who looks up and says, I'm not afraid to actually see whatever I'm seeing. And then all of a sudden what you lose is the protective layers of consciousness. And you start to dive down into the meta, into the subconscious, and you start to get to the place where it's like, it's scary in there because it is all making love. It's constant making love. It's like universal making love of like, this being has never seen whatever it is I'm looking at right now. And you start to see everything. You start to process energy, electrons, which is what this is all about. It's all electrons. It's like, well, there's no matter, you know? So, spiritual experience is when you lose everything that you are and get to the place where you find whatever's left.
Can you give me an example, a story?
From experience,
in your experience, or experience of someone that you've known or that you've taught yoga to, or
yeah. When I was privileged enough when I came back from Los Angeles, which was a tough ride. I got to meet Eckhart and spend some time with him, and I really wanted to show Eckhart that I was actually the most brilliant person who ever existed. That was, unbeknownst to me, that was my mandate, and I didn't know that was my intention, except that when I was in his presence and the moment arrived where it was question time and they were filming this experience, there's 12 of us in a room, and I got a great question, and I'm gonna go to the microphone and I'm gonna like be heard, and here's what's gonna happen. Eckhart is gonna be like, you need to be my Robin. Like, we need to do this. Like, you and me together could change the world. And instead what happened is, as I stood up to move to the microphone, I saw in him that he had no personality. And I'm not saying in the bad way that you would say this person has no personality. I mean, he had no personality. This man was bottomless, and he didn't need to attach to anything. So I was in the presence only of my own ego, 100, which is, we're talking like Dolby. If I would have said a word in that moment, which I needed to, because we're talking about, it's like, step up, like, hello, like, we're filming this, like, let's go. I guess we could edit it, but it's kind of live, let's do this. I have to say something. I have to show him what it is that I want to ask, which no one's ever heard before. Instead, what I do is I realize if I say a word, I'm going to be in so much suffering, in so much consequential suffering, because the only thing that will be heard by me, even if it is brilliant, it'll all be mind. And that's what happens. That's what happened. That's one of a billion experiences I think I've experienced, where my teacher became life through, in this case, Eckhart. And I was in the space behind my thoughts, in the place that was saying, watch what happens if you sit your ass down right now. And watch what happens in terms of the ripple effect that will become your life, that will become spacious, because this was the time where you only make mistakes when you come from your mind's idea of, I need safety. The familiarity is sexy, which is really just suffering. To shut up was probably one of the best things I've ever done, because when I actually did get to speak to him when it was off camera, I had nothing to say. I actually just had tears. And he didn't hug me or make it better or like say, that was a fucking awkward moment, man, like, what's the deal? He just stayed in the same spot he was in when he was looking at me, waiting with anticipation for me to arrive. And do you have something that you want to say? Do you have something that you want to say? Do you have something that you want to say? I have nothing I want to say. Instead, I just want to be in this moment of my life. So the spiritual experience became, that was Christmas. That was like the opening of presents. And I wouldn't say that was the beginning point. I'd say that was another point where, you guess what happens when you get older? You don't have to hurt yourself anymore. Never again. You never have to experience recreational suffering.
So